The college basketball world is ablaze as Mark Pope, Kentucky's head coach, finds himself in a high-stakes recruiting war for Tyran Stokes, the #1 overall prospect in the class of 2026. This battle isn't just about landing a top recruit. It's about program identity, rivalry supremacy, and the future of blue blood basketball. Let's break down the landscape, the contenders, and what's at stake in this dramatic recruiting saga. Tyran Stokes is a 6'7", 230-pound small forward originally from Louisville, Kentucky. Born on October 12, 2007, Stokes began playing basketball competitively as a first grader in his hometown. His early years were marked by significant movement, relocating to San Diego and then the Atlanta area due to family circumstances, before eventually settling in Napa, California. This diverse upbringing exposed him to various basketball cultures and helped shape his competitive edge. Stokes currently attends Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California, where he will play his senior year. Before Notre Dame, he spent time at Prolific Prep, a powerhouse program known for developing elite talent. His high school career has been filled with standout performances, including his participation in the Nike Peach Jam as an 8th grader, where he played up in the under-16 category and later excelled in the under-17 bracket. Stokes is universally regarded as the #1 player in the 2026 recruiting class, a consensus 5-star prospect across all major recruiting services. He ascended to the top spot after AJ DeBansa, another elite forward, reclassified to the 2025 class. Stokes' dominance on the court has been evident at every level, from high school to elite AAU circuits like the Nike EYBL, where he recently averaged 25.3 points, 10.0 rebounds, 4.0 assists, and 1.8 steals per game, while shooting 47% from the field. Stokes possesses a rare combination of size, strength, and skill. At 6'7" and 230 pounds, he boasts a powerful frame but moves with the agility of a guard. His game is built on transition dominance. Stokes excels in the open floor, finishing plays with authority and showing impressive ball handling for his size. Rebounding and physicality. He rebounds at a high level, often out-muscling bigger opponents and using his strength to control the glass. Versatile defense. His physical tools allow him to defend multiple positions, giving him significant defensive upside as he continues to develop. Offensive versatility. Stokes is a methodical driver who uses his body well to create space. While not a high-volume shooter yet, he is becoming more confident as a spot-up threat and has a projectable shooting stroke for his age. Playmaking. He's shown flashes as a passer, averaging 4.0 assists per game in recent high-level competition, though he's still refining his decision-making and on-ball reads. Stokes has already represented the United States on the international stage, winning a gold medal at the 2023 FIBA U16 Americas Championship. There he averaged 10.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 3.8 assists per game, showcasing his ability to contribute in multiple facets against top global competition. Stokes is widely viewed as pro-ready, with scouts noting his blend of athleticism, basketball IQ, and physical maturity. He is projected as a future NBA lottery pick, with draft eligibility in 2030. Analysts and fans alike praise his competitiveness and leadership, often comparing his upside to recent elite prospects. Tyran Stokes' combination of physical prowess, skill development, and leadership make him not only the top high school player in his class, but also one of the most exciting prospects in recent years. Mark Pope's recruiting style stands out in the post-Calipari era at Kentucky, focuses on the Kentucky brand and the tradition of Rupp Arena, selling recruits on the experience of playing for a passionate fan base rather than just NBA outcomes. Personalizes the pitch. Pope emphasizes relationships, talking with Stokes about life beyond basketball, and making Lexington feel like home. Leverages staff connections. Assistant Jason Hart's California ties are crucial in this recruitment, showing Kentucky's national reach. Legacy and momentum. Landing Stokes would be Pope's first #1 overall signee since Skal Labissière in 2015, and would silence doubts about his ability to recruit at the highest level. Program identity. Pope is already praised for his on-court coaching and motion offense, but securing Stokes would prove Kentucky can still land the very best under new leadership. Recruiting perception. A win here would reassert Kentucky's dominance over rivals and blue blood competitors, keeping the Wildcats in title contention for years to come. Louisville. For Pat Kelsey, landing Stokes would be transformational, potentially making Louisville the state's top program for the first time since 2013, especially with a local star at the helm. Kansas. Bill Self's pitch of NBA preparation and immediate impact resonates with Stokes and his family. Kansas's facilities and Self's track record make them a formidable opponent. Tyran Stokes, the #1 overall prospect in the 2026 class, has been actively engaged in official visits that are shaping the trajectory of his recruitment. He visited the University of Kansas in April, where he and his family were impressed by the program's facilities, coaching staff, and Bill Self's vision for his development. This visit left a strong impression, especially as Stokes' mother publicly praised Kansas' setup, signaling genuine momentum for the Jayhawks in this recruitment battle. Following that, Stokes made an official visit to Louisville last fall, reconnecting with his hometown roots and the Cardinals coaching staff led by Pat Kelsey. Louisville's pitch centers on reviving the program's prominence and positioning Stokes as the cornerstone of that resurgence. Kentucky's official visit, originally scheduled earlier but postponed, is now underway as of June 2025. This visit is widely viewed as potentially decisive. The Wildcats are pulling out all the stops to impress Stokes, aiming to leverage their storied basketball tradition and the unique opportunity for Stokes to come home and become a legend in the Bluegrass state. Mark Pope's involvement with Team USA's U19 program has provided him with additional face time with Stokes outside the traditional recruiting visits. Serving as an on-court coach, Pope has been able to build rapport and trust with Stokes in a competitive, high-level environment. This relationship building is critical, as it allows Pope to showcase his basketball acumen and coaching style directly to the recruit. Kentucky fans have responded enthusiastically to Pope's efforts, with many calling for him to give Tyran the keys to the offense, highlighting their belief in Pope's offensive system and his ability to maximize Stokes' talents. This enthusiasm reflects a broader confidence that Pope's basketball mind and recruiting approach are resonating with top-tier prospects. Analysts widely agree that this recruitment is a litmus test for Mark Pope's tenure at Kentucky. Securing Tyran Stokes would not only validate Pope's recruiting prowess, but also solidify his status as a top-tier coach capable of competing with blue blood programs like Louisville and Kansas. Conversely, losing Stokes could raise questions about Kentucky's ability to attract elite high school talent in the post-Calipari era. Stokes' ultimate decision is expected to hinge heavily on his impressions from the Kentucky visit and his relationship with Pope. How well Pope connects with Stokes on and off the court, and how effectively Kentucky sells its vision for his development and role will likely be the deciding factors. The outcome of this recruitment could significantly shift the balance of power in Kentucky basketball. If Stokes commits to Kentucky, it would reinforce the Wildcats' dominance in the state and nationally, giving Pope a marquee player to build around and energizing the fan base. On the other hand, if Louisville or Kansas secures Stokes, it could signal a power shift, particularly for Louisville, which has not traditionally matched Kentucky's recruiting success in recent years. This battle for Stokes is more than just a recruitment. It represents a defining moment for the rivalry between Kentucky and Louisville, as well as a marker for the next era of college basketball in the region. The stakes could not be higher as Pope goes head-to-head with Pat Kelsey and Bill Self, each seeking to claim the crown jewel of the 2026 class. The decision will likely set the tone for recruiting battles and program trajectories for years to come. The recruiting saga of Tyran Stokes is a microcosm of the evolving landscape of college basketball recruiting, where relationships, timing, and program vision are paramount. Mark Pope's ability to leverage his unique position with Team USA, combined with Kentucky's historic appeal, places the Wildcats in a strong position. However, the competition is fierce, and the final decision remains uncertain. As fans and analysts await Stokes' choice, one thing is clear. This recruitment will have lasting implications for the Bluegrass state and the broader college basketball landscape. The future of Kentucky basketball, and perhaps the national scene, may hinge on the outcome of this high-profile battle.